Abraham and Lot separate, chapter 13. So Abram went up from Egypt, and he and his wife and all that he had, and Lot with him into Negeb. Now Abram was very rich in livestock, in silver and gold. He journeyed on from the Negeb as far as Bethel, to the place where his tent had been in the beginning, between Bethel and Ai, to the place where he had made an altar at the first, and there was Abram called upon the name of the Lord. And Lot, who went with Abram, also had the flocks and herds and tents, so that the land could not support both of them dwelling together, for their possessions were so great that they could not dwell together. And there was strife between herdsmen and Abram's livestock and the herdsmen of Lot's livestock. At that time the Canaanites and the Perizzites were dwelling in the land. Then Abram said to Lot, Let there be no strife between you and me, between your herdsmen and herdsmen, for we are kinmen. And now, not the whole land before you, separate yourself from me. If you take the left hand, then I will go to the right, and if you take the right hand, then I will go to the left. And Lot lifted up his eyes and saw that the Jordan Valley was well watered everywhere, like the garden of the Lord, like the Egypt in the direction of Zoar. There was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So Lot chose for himself all the Jordan Valley, and Lot journeyed east. Thus they separated from each other. Abram settled in the land of Canaan, and Lot settled among the cities of the valley, and moved to tents as far as Sodom. Now the men of Sodom were wicked, great sinners against the Lord. The Lord said to Abram, after Lot had separated from him, Lift up your eyes and look for the place where you are, northward and southward, eastward and westward, for all the land that you see I will give you, and to your offspring forever. I will make your offspring as the dust of the earth, so that if one can count the dust of the earth, your offspring also can be counted. Arise, walk through the length and the breadth of the land. I will give it to you. So Abram moved to his tent, and came and settled by the oaks of Mamre, which was at Hebron, and there he built an altar to the Lord. Abram rescued Lot. Chapter 14. In the days of Arapel, king of Sinai, Arak, the king of Elasar, Shaladomar, king of Elam, the title king of Gomer, these kings made war with Bera, king of Sodom, Brisha, king of Gomorrah, Sinab, king of Edma, Sembra, king of Zebulun, the king of Bela, that is Zor, and all these joined forces in the valley of Siddim, that is the Salt Sea. 12 years they had served Shalimar, but in the 13th year they rebelled. In the 14th year, Shadumar and the king were with him, came and defeated the Rephaim in Arashot, Keramnam, and Zumaim, in the Ham, Elman and Sivat, Kerathim, and the Hurritites, their country of Seir, in the El Paran, on the border of the wilderness. They turned back and came to En Mishpat, and that is Kadesh, and defeated all the country of the Amalekites, and all the Amorites who were dwelling in Harazon Tamar. Then the king of Sodom and the king of Gomorrah, the king of Admah, the king of Zobah, the king of Bela, that is Zor, went out and joined battle in the valley of Siddim. And the Tilamar, king of Elam, the Tadal king of Gomer, Aparel, king of Shinar, Arak, king of Elashar, 4 kings against 5. Now the valley of Siddim was full of Bertman pits, and the king of Sodom and Gomorrah fled. Some fell into them, the rest fled to the hill country. So the enemy took all the possessions of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their provisions, and they went their way. They also took Lot, the son of Abram's brother, who was dwelling in Sodom, and his possessions and went their way. Then one who had escaped came and told Abram, the Hebrew, who was living by the oaks of Mamre, and the Amorites, brother of Eshcol, and the Aner, they were allies of Abram. When Abram heard that his kinsman had been taken captive, he had led his trained men born in his house, 318 of them,